I spent so many of my formative years in Pennsylvania, going to school at the University of Pennsylvania, and that's where I was inspired to want to be a journalist and started at KYW, All News Radio in Philadelphia. So many of the moments of my career are rooted in Pennsylvania, covering the governors, going all the way back to Governor Ray Schaefer and then Governor Schaap. The really formative moments were, of course, covering Frank Rizzo in Philadelphia, and then when Richard Nixon came to sign the revenue sharing bill at Independence Hall in 1972, I got my first taste really of national politics. I went to the conventions assigned by the station in Philadelphia to cover the Republican and Democratic conventions in 72 and again in 76. And really that was cementing my love of politics and my desire to report on what public servants do, and yes, also on their failures.
Let's go to our State Department correspondent, Andrea Mitchell. Andrea, what can you tell us?
Well, this from the FBI. The State Department has been evacuated.
Clearly, the moments that none of us as Americans will ever forget was 9/11, most importantly, and covering wars and conflicts, natural disasters, the earthquake in Haiti, going to North Korea several times, traveling around the world with presidents and secretaries of state. I think the most memorable, though, were really involved with arms control, the historic summits between Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev. Being part of that as a reporter, trying to communicate the evolving philosophy of President Reagan as he began to realize that there had to be a reduction of nuclear weapons. And they made landmark decisions that affect us to this very day.
I am now among the 1 in 8 women in this country, incredibly, 1 in 8, who have had breast cancer. Mine was discovered during my annual screening just a short time ago. Luckily for me, I am one of the fortunate ones. We discovered it in the earliest stage, it had not spread, and I'm already back at work with a terrific prognosis. After the diagnosis, my life changed dramatically, of course. I leaned on my husband primarily, my sister, my friends and colleagues, and also on NBC, my NBC family. I had really the best support anyone could have. My message to young women and to all women is just to feel that you can endure, you can survive, you can succeed despite obstacles, and this really applies to people of any disability or minority or anyone facing troubles in life. That just there is, particularly with this wonderful group, there's a sisterhood. As a breast cancer survivor, I have learned how important it is to have wonderful medical care, which I am privileged and fortunate to have working for a major company, but also to have all of the nurturing doctors, nurses, technicians, researchers, and fellow survivors who have supported me and made it possible for me to keep working and to be as strong and healthy as I am. We always know that there is the sisterhood, and that is so embracing and nurturing and empowering.